As a welder, your finished work is always on display. After all, a weld is visible for everyone to see. And every welder I know takes pride in their work. Good welders always go the extra mile to make sure their welds not only look good, but are solid and strong. Today I'm asking you to take an equal amount of pride in your personal safety and the safety of others while you perform arc welding and other hot work operations. First of all, inspect the welder and ensure it is properly installed and grounded. Verify that all components are in good working order prior to use. At our facility, almost all welding is performed in a designated hot work area. A designated hot work area is an area that has been designed as a safe and permanent location for hot work to be performed. These areas are free of combustible materials, have a non-combustible working surface, have a fire extinguisher on hand, and are suitably segregated from adjacent work areas. In addition, a designated hot work area will be equipped with appropriate mechanical ventilation. And this is critical because welding can create harmful fumes. In some cases, the use of a respirator may also be required. Anytime welding or other hot work is performed outside of a designated hot work area, a hot work permit is required, and a fire watch must be present during the work and remain for at least 30 minutes after all hot work is completed. Housekeeping is an important part of our overall safety program, but for welders, good housekeeping is even more important because welding areas can quickly become littered with trip hazards if precautions are not taken. Prior to welding, remove any unnecessary cords, cables, and hoses from the work area. Also, clear away any excess materials, tools, and debris. Then, arrange your welding lead and grounding cables so they don't present a tripping hazard. It's a good idea to walk through your planned movements and work positions and consider how to organize materials, tools, and equipment so they won't hinder the operation or create hazards. Next, let's discuss clothing and PPE for welders. It is often said that personal protective equipment is the only thing separating you from injury. And when it comes to welding, this is especially true. Fire-resistant or FR clothing is recommended for welding, and all cuffs and pockets should be buttoned to prevent them from catching sparks. If wearing fire-resistant clothing is not practical, at a minimum, welders should wear 100% cotton long-sleeve shirts and denim jeans that can be protected with fire-resistant outerwear, such as welding jackets, leather sleeves, aprons, spats, and leggings. And don't forget a fire-resistant skull cap to protect the top of your head while welding. High-top leather safety boots offer the best foot protection while welding. Pants should be pulled over the top of the boot to prevent hot slag from falling in. Spatter guards, commonly called spats, may also be worn to protect the instep and the ankle from sparks and slag. Of course, welding gloves are essential to protect the hands and forearms from the heat generated by welding. However, keep in mind that welding gloves are not intended to be used to directly handle extremely hot materials. These types of items will burn through standard welding gloves. Hot material should only be handled with specially designed holders or clamps. Today, some welding gloves are cut-resistant up to A9 ANSI standard. Cut-resistant gloves can prevent minor cuts and scrapes while handling tools, cables, and work material. Of course, we can't have a discussion about welding safety without talking about eye and face protection. The light emitted from arc welding can cause permanent eye damage. This is why you should never look directly at a welding arc with unprotected eyes. A welding helmet with a tinted lens should be used to protect the eyes from harmful light. Be sure to select the shade of lens appropriate for your welding application. One rule of thumb is to select the darkest shade that still allows you to view the work clearly while you're welding. If you use an auto-darkening welding helmet, make sure you adjust the shade and sensitivity to match the type of welding that you plan to perform. Also, Be sure to always wear safety glasses with side shields under your welding helmet, because anytime you raise the shield on your helmet, your eyes can be exposed to a plethora of hazards. One of your biggest safety responsibilities as a welder is to take appropriate precautions to keep your coworkers safe. If you need to weld in the proximity of others, warn them to keep their distance by placing cones or barricades around the area. Welding screens and curtains should be used to shield coworkers from harmful light and sparks. Before cutting or grinding, look around and make sure no one is in the area where sparks will fly or slag will fall. Keep in mind that together, we are building and maintaining a safety culture. And just like our welds, each person's safety efforts must be solid and strong if we are to remain safe, healthy, and injury-free. If you have additional questions, concerns, or need more information or training, please contact your supervisor or safety manager, or you can reach out to STI SPFA as an additional resource.